Maddie. How are you doing today?
Good, I'm Michaela.
Welcome to therapy. I just want to go over a few things before we get started. Everything that you say will be kept confidential unless I feel that is a threat to yourself or to other people around you. I will have to report that. I just wanted to make that clear with you. Go ahead and we'll just jump right on in, and I'll ask what brings you here today.
Okay, well, my life is a wreck. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm in college, I'm a junior, so I'm like pressured by my parents to go to grad school, pressured by my advisor to go to grad school. He's wanting to know what all I'm doing, and I'm just like, I need to chill for a second here. But I just don't know. It's just a lot to take in because there's a lot of steps you have to take for grad school. I'm just really stressed out about it, and I don't want to go into grad school like right now, but my mom is asking me all these questions about when I'm going, and I need to get all this stuff together. I gotta take the GRE, and it's overwhelming, and I just want to stop and pause for a second and take it all in.
Need a breath.
Yeah, pretty much.
To relax.
Yeah. And finals are coming up, and that's even more stressful, and everything's due, and I just feel like I don't have enough time in the day. And I have one class in Spanish, and I'm a Spanish minor, so I don't know why I'm putting myself through this, but I am. And it just gives me a lot of anxiety, and I have it on Tuesday, Thursday, and I wake up in the morning and I don't want to get out of bed at all. And it's just really hard, and it's just because the professor likes to like call on me all the time, and he expects me to like be really good at Spanish, and I'm not. And everybody else in that class is like at a higher level than I am, and I kind of skipped over one of the levels, and I just feel really out of place, and I just don't really know what to do.
So it sounds to me like school is just really stressing you out lately.
Yes, it is.
And you have a minor in Spanish.
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, what's your major?
It's psychology.
Psychology?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's psychology.
So you are planning on going to grad school?
I am. I just don't want to go right now.
Okay.
But I feel like if I don't go like right after I graduate from college, undergrad, then I'm gonna not want to go back. But the problem with like psychology, and I'm sure you probably know it, it's like if you don't go to grad school, you're less likely to get a better job. So
Yes, I understand. So have you looked at any grad schools in particular?
yeah, I've looked more so. I looked at like EKU because I kind of
Okay.
just want to like stay in this area. And I've looked at U of L because I know some friends up at U of L. I really do not want to go to UK because UK terrifies me. And I'm a Cards fan, so, can't do that. So, but I've looked at the one with EKU. Hopefully I don't have to take the GRE because I think there's one that you don't have to take it because the GRE is super terrifying. And I just don't know what to do, so.
So, if you don't mind me asking again, what do you plan on going to grad school for?
I want to do counseling,
Okay.
and I think it's probably going to end up being like the mental health counseling aspect. Just, I don't know, I've always been drawn to it like since high school when I took a college level class, and I've just really enjoyed it a lot.
So it sounds to me you have a pretty good plan of what you'd like to do in your future. It's just the matter of time,
Yeah.
if you'd like to take a break or not,
Yeah.
and then applying for grad school and trying to get all of that accomplished. And then you have the Spanish class. How far along are you on your Spanish minor? Is it something you are willing to keep going
Yeah.
forth
I
with?
want to finish it because
Okay.
I started it, and I'm one of those people that if I start something, I have to finish it.
And that's a good mindset. That way
Yeah.
your goals are accomplished.
Yeah.
And
It's just that like I started with Spanish because I stayed at home my first year of college in Danville and went to that campus, and so they didn't have Spanish there, so I was like really behind with Spanish, and now I'm having to take 2 classes every semester to get my minor completed.
Okay.
And it's just they're really hard. Like I didn't think they were gonna be that hard, but they are.
Is the content hard, or is, like you said, you get very anxious and you don't wake up in the morning?
Yeah.
Is that what makes it more hard?
It's more
or-
so anxious. Like
Okay.
I just have, and I don't usually have anxiety. I've never had this problem before.
Okay.
But it's just like whenever I get called on, knowing that he's gonna call on me that day, and it's just like I can't speak.
And
I
you feel
leave-
that
yeah.
way even if you do prepare for the
Yeah,
class?
yeah.
So it's not that you're just going in unprepared, it just makes you very uncomfortable?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, there's a guy in that class that's like, he's been like a rock because he knows that I struggle with it. He's helped me out like through everything and like doing the compositions and all the midterm stuff.
And that's good to
Yeah.
have, that you have someone
Yeah.
that you can, a
I've
support
always been-
system for
yeah.
the class, because college can be very stressful, especially a different language.
Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
sure
I would have
it's
been failing.
overwhelming.
Yeah, but he's even been giving me stress recently because a few weeks ago he decided to ask me out and I didn't know how to respond to that, so I just wrote. He like slid me a note in
Oh.
class and asked me out, and I just wrote back no, and then he kept asking me questions why. It's
So it just added
yeah,
to
it just added
more
to even
anxiety for the
because then I
class.
didn't want to go and I didn't want to see him and confront him and just I didn't know what to do.
Have you taken any steps to maybe feeling more comfortable? Like, have you done anything to ease your anxiety for the class?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't even know what to do about it.
Okay.
But I mean, I've tried. Like, I talked to my friends about it, and like, I'm a Christian, and they've just told me like, just pray about it. You know, God will get you through it. And like, that's sometimes it's comforting, and sometimes it's just like, stop.
I need something.
Yeah, I need something a little bit more. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
So you have all this stress with Spanish and grad school. Are you doing anything for yourself to kind of relieve the stress? Have like an outlet?
I go home a lot, like on the weekends. Sometimes I'll stay here, but most of the time I'll go home just so I can like see my family and see friends and just kind of de-stress and not worry about school for the weekend. But other than that, not really.
Okay.
But
And you said your parents want you to go to grad school.
Yeah.
So when you go home, I'm sure
Yes.
they
yes.
tend to nag on you there
Yes.
about.
Especially my mom. Because my mom, she's been to school, like she went to college, and she actually just went back to school to get her bachelor's with nursing. And she knows that I need to like go to get my master's, and I know I need to go and do it. I just don't want to right now. I've been in school since I was 5. Like, I need a break. But my dad doesn't get it. He's just like, because he never went to college and he didn't really finish high school, so he's just kind of asking me random questions and he doesn't
So
understand.
your mom knows what's going
Yeah.
on too much, and your
Yes,
dad
yes.
doesn't know enough.
Yes,
Okay.
that's exactly what's happening.
Okay.
But I think, because I've looked into like applying to grad school, and I would do it like the fall and everything,
Okay.
because the applications are due. But my advisor, he was telling me that I have to take the GRE. And I have to take it in like August or September, and to give me enough time in case I don't do well on that one, until like I can take it again. But the problem with that, first of all, it's a lot of money that I don't have. Second, I'm gonna be gone all summer to Ohio for 2 months, and I'm not gonna study while I'm there. Like, I'm gonna be busy like working and I'm gonna be leading a room of girls like with the campus outreach ministry thing. I'm just not gonna have time for that. And it's just
So you're involved with things on campus
Yes,
also.
yeah.
So you have a lot going on.
yes,
With
yes.
And for campus outreach, is that a program through Eastern that you're going to be taking part in?
They're like with Eastern, but they're not like, I don't know if they're like through the college or not. I
Okay.
think that they just kind of came.
So
And
what
yes,
will you be doing in Ohio?
what we do, we like work 40 hours a week,
Okay.
and then we have a room of girls, and there's guys that also go, but they have a room of guys. And you like go to meetings on 3 days a week, and it's just like grow you closer to God and
Okay.
stuff. And so I'm gonna be leading a room of girls, probably 4 or 5, which is a little terrifying because
So that's yet
Yeah.
another stressor.
No.
You're going to be in
I'm
charge.
just really stressed, yeah. And then I'm gonna be leaving for that June 1st, so it's like right after finals. It's like I get a couple week of a break, and then I'm gone.
Okay.
So at least I'll be away from like my mom. She'll be pestering me about grad school, but it's also like
You also have to keep the GRE
Yeah.
in mind,
I
right?
gotta keep it in mind and
Okay.
finish all this other stuff up.
So for the GRE, is there material that you can buy to help you prepare for it? Or does the psychology department, do they provide you anything to help?
I don't really know, to be completely
Okay.
honest. I know there's stuff that you have to study, but I don't know how to get hold of that
Okay.
or anything, because I'm sure it's gonna cost a lot of money, and I don't have money right now. I have a job, but it's only 10 hours a week, so I don't really get a ton of money coming in, so it's just really hard being in college and
I
doing
understand.
the college experience. You're trying to hang out with friends and, try to have a social life, but you're also like trying to do well in school so you can continue like after you graduate, so.
And have you had any counseling in the past?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
This is the first time, because I haven't really had problems before,
Okay.
like, I don't know.
So these problems are they're new,
Yeah.
It's not, this isn't,
Yeah.
you haven't always been stressed about
Mm-mm.
school?
It's
or-
just this one semester that it's just, everything's.
And is it
gone
only
crazy.
the Spanish class that you've been having trouble with, or any of your
Yeah.
psychology classes
Well,
giving you trouble?
My psychophysiological class, it's not like as bad as the Spanish one. It's
Okay.
just a lot of material that you have to remember and keep up with. And we just read a paper that was like super long and then really intense, and that was a big relief to get that done. But
That's finished
yeah,
now?
it's finished.
Okay.
It's finished. All I got left is the final, so hopefully I can get through that. So yeah.
Well, it sounds like you have a good idea of what you need to do. It's
Mhm.
just getting there
Yeah.
and the matter of time that you
Yeah.
have. Does it sound, since you're going on a outreach program, it
Mhm.
seems like you don't have a lot of time to study for the GRE, but like your professor said, you might need to take it a couple times.
Yeah.
And then when does your grad school applications need to be submitted?
I think that some of them are like January,
Okay.
but I'm not.
So you have a
Yeah.
little more time to
Yeah.
apply for the grad
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
So,
It's just-
well, it looks like it sounds like you have goals. It's just getting to reach the goals might be a little bit fuzzy for you.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that's been bothering you lately, other than
Well,
school and
I
your
don't-
parents?
yeah. I don't live on campus. I
Okay.
live in an apartment with 2 other girls. Well, lived with 2 other girls. I live with one now because
Okay.
the other one's still paying rent, but she like doesn't stay there anymore because she only has class 2 days a week, so she just goes home all the time. But she's not living with us next semester, and it's a really big apartment and it's really expensive, so we can't afford it just for 2 people. So we've been trying to find somebody to live with us for a couple months now, and it's just no luck. And we need to know like before, because we're both going to summer project with campus outreach for the summer. So like we need to know before, and it's added more stress.
So
and-
financially,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Do you have issues with the other girl that's living with you, or do you all get along pretty
No,
well?
we're really close.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we only have a few minutes left. Is there anything you'd like to elaborate on, or just want to get it off your chest?
Well, I've just gotten really frustrated with like the girl that's moving out.
Mhm.
Just not because she's moving out. It's just stuff trying to finalize. Because there's a girl trying to live with us for the summer, and she's not wanting. She's gonna take over her part, and so she won't have to pay. And she's not willing to like come and help us like figure it all out with the landlord. And I like this happened yesterday, and I just got so frustrated.
So you want it to go through the landlord so it's
Legal,
legal and
yeah.
you don't have to worry about
Yeah.
anyone bailing out. Well, that's
Yeah.
understandable,
Yeah.
and that's probably the smarter thing to do.
Yeah.
With financial reasons.
Mhm.
But,
Yeah, it's just a lot of stress, like trying to find time, because we're all busy because it's finals,
Mhm.
and I just feel like there's not enough time in the day at all.
So your school is wrapping up, you only have a couple weeks left
Yeah.
for the finals?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Then
Yeah.
you'll have a little bit of a break, and
Yeah.
maybe you can get your head clear and relax a little
Just
bit.
need a rest.
And yeah, take some
Yeah.
time and then maybe figure out some things with the GRE and
Mhm.
grad school and
Yeah.
the roommate issue.
Yeah.
So, well, looks like time's about up. I'd like to see you again
Okay.
if that's okay.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed talking with you, and I'd like to help. So if you would like to come back next week, does that sound okay?
Yeah, that sounds perfect.
Okay. We'll go ahead and set up an appointment. Thanks
Okay.
for coming in.
Thank
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Nice to meet you.